What inspired me? The Beatles. That's how old I am. It's nice to have the attention. Then it was like a garage band type deal, you know. And then, actually it wasn't before that. Well, we did some grade school stuff, but you know, after that it was kind of garage band stuff. And then I got married, had kids, and played in the basement. Didn't really go out much, and then after I got divorced, I started doing stuff again. So I was about 38 years old. And a friend of mine got me, let's go to some open mics. I said, okay, so I started doing that. Next, you know, I'm watching musicians, because I only had like seven weeks of lessons, you know, and I started watching techniques and things like that. Next thing you know, it's like riding a bike. You get back on it. The guy, he's not really that famous, but he's pretty well known on the East Coast, and he's still playing. He's like in his 60s. Billy Price. Billy Price and the Keystone Rhythm Band, and live at the Wax Museum in Washington, D.C. I've always had this fantasy to do a couple numbers with Clapton. I met him once. I had lunch with him. Actually, I met him once in 1998 in Pittsburgh. A friend of mine knows him. I knew I was meeting him, or I had a hunch that I was meeting him anyway. So I had 4 guitars in my trunk, and he signed it. I was, Mr. Clapton, sure you want me to sign it? I said, yeah, and he signed it. So I opened my trunk, and he signed the top one. John Lennon, of course. Clapton, Lennon, George Harrison, believe it or not, Alice Cooper. And that guy, he's no longer around, from Sublime, probably him. I don't know. Like I said, my full-time gig is teaching. That's my #1 passion, believe it or not. I love playing music. And you know what? And I don't love playing music because for the sake of music. I love playing music because I like to bring joy. And it's not about me, it's about them. I want to see a smile on people's faces. It's about taking the sting out of somebody else's life. All right? And so I'm not really ambitious with my music. I'm good. I know I am, you know. I'm, you know, with the limited technical knowledge that I have, you know, I'm as good as anybody, but, you know, I don't know. If somebody was talking about festivals, I'd like to do those. I'd like to travel with a little bit. I have a friend of mine, I was just telling my buddy John, I have a friend of mine who's an accountant, and he was 40 years old, and he was starting to, he was a CPA, and he made his money and stuff like that. He has some rental properties. He traveled the world with his beater guitar, and he's playing everywhere. And that's what I'd like to do, kind of. Like, just kind of like take my music with me. And I thought about teaching maybe in the Far East, and maybe doing a couple weekend bar gigs. So they love Americans, you know, anyway. So I'd be an anomaly over there. So that's one thought. Some current festivals, maybe. Maybe I'll hit you up for your festival. I don't know. I don't know. That's pretty much. I really don't. I don't have any real plans. Whatever comes. Just as long as I'm doing music. I'm doing cheapy gigs right a mile from my house right now. That's all I want to do. It's like, okay, it's nice. I'm out there playing for 3 hours, and it's a mile from my house, and it's real simple. I roll out of the door, and I'm there in like 5 minutes, and I'm setting up and playing, and people like it. I'm having fun. That would be a growth area for me, mixing. I've done that. I'm not really good at it. It's too technical. I'm not necessarily technical. I'm not patient enough for that. And I don't know if I have the ear for that. I just like playing. Retro Rick on Facebook. Okay, my name is Richard McGough. Retro Rick on Facebook. That's pretty much it. Retro Rick 12A at msn.com is my email address. So, and Retro Rick is my Facebook. Okay, so it kind of gives you an update of where I'm playing, if I have time to do it. You know, has a couple sample stuff. Also, some of my live work is on YouTube under the name Richard McGough, McGough. So I've got maybe a dozen songs on there.
Sweet.
Mostly for people that want to hire me. Say, here, it's me live. Here's the link. You know, look it up. So. A big smile. Just feeling good. Feeling on top of the world. Oh man, you know, I experienced some good music. I'm on tape right now, or else I'd tell you. There's a guy a long time ago sat there and said something to me. In essence, he said basically, you know what, you're really good, but you know what, you're playing for yourself. This is a long time ago. He says basically the job we have is to take the sting out of people's lives. As an entertainer, whether you're a comedian or as an entertainer, take the sting out of their lives for a short while. And if I did that, I think I've done my job. So, I mean, it's more than just music. I interact with the crowd. I have a little shtick that I do now. Is basically I have an extra microphone, and I tell them, I say, you know, I'm Retro Rick. I introduce myself, and I say, you know, our number one rule here is we have fun. We have fun two ways. I got these lays, you know, these 5-cent lays, all right? And I said, we do this two ways. First of all, you know, if you enjoy the music, three ways actually. You enjoy the music, that's one way. The second way is we do trivia questions. And I ask them all kind of little stuff like, I do a Ray Charles song. I'm not Ray Charles. Yeah, Ray Charles. You know, what I say, you ever hear that one? Hey. And get the audience chimed in. But I also ask them, I said, you know what, since I play around St. Augustine a lot, I ask them, you know, this guy I asked her who did the song. And I do the song, and after that, after I'm done and we have a good time with it, I said, well, who did it? And wouldn't you believe it? A lot of people don't know. It was Ray Charles. He went to the Deaf and Blind School. You know, he went here in St. Augustine. He went to school here in St. Augustine. I don't tell him where because that would give him away. Then I give him a lay, and you've been laid by Retro Rick. That's one way. Another way, as I say, basically, another way we have fun is, you know, basically, you know, I do requests. I've got on my iPad, I got over 1,000 songs, all right? I've heard most of them. And I say, you know, basically, if I know it, if I don't know it, I'll fake it. If I know it, I'll definitely fake it. That's hard. And if I really don't know it, I've got an extra microphone here, and you sing it, I fake it. No, this is not karaoke. This is part of having fun. It's like kind of, because they want to sing 3 and 4 songs sometimes, you know, half drunk. Give me another one, you know. So, yeah, I mean, you know, just like to have fun and send them away feeling good, taking the sting out of their lives. That's my purpose. Check out my interview on keephigh.com.